Hey everyone, today we're going to be going over networking. That's what I learned today. And we start off the lesson with DNS, which stands for Domain Name System. And we learn about the ping command, which is basically when you have one computer and you can test connectivity of another computer by ping the IP address. So example of this was the IP address 192.168.1.11. And obviously it's a bit of a hassle to keep typing this all the time, and it's also hard to remember. So what we can do is we can append it, right? We can append the IP address and make an alias with cat, and then append it, and then put it to etc hosts directory, and then you enter the IP address and what you want to call it, and then that way now you can always call it by ping db, right? And obviously for smaller networks this is fine, right? But eventually when you're going to have a bunch of IP addresses, it's still going to be hard to remember what all of them are called, right? So that's why we have something called a centralized DNS server. This allows all the hosts to query a single point for naming resolution. Now to configure the DNS resolution, we need to update etc-resolve.conf, right? And the difference between local and centralized is that local entries take precedence over DNS records. So the DNS follows a hierarchical structure, so we start from root to top level domains like .com, .net, and then into subdomains like mail.google.com, and internal domains follow similar structure as well. And next we move on to search domains. To simplify hostname resolution, add search domains in /etc/result.conf, right? And now we can ping. When we ping web, is interpreted as web.mycompany.com after we put that in. The system will append each search domain until a match is found, right? So very convenient. Next we got switches, right? So a switch will create a local network by connecting multiple devices, and there's something called an EFO, right? And basically you can assign IP addresses. So if your device has an IP address and you want to connect it to another device, if you know each other's IP addresses, you can do that. First device, you write IP address add, and then you add the other IP's address followed by dev EFO, and then but you also have to do it on the other device and do it that way around, right? By IP addressing, adding the other device's IP address, and once they're assigned, they can communicate through the switch, and you can test if it's connected by pinging each other. But let's say we have computer A and B connected through a switch, and we have C and D connected through a switch. How do we connect A and B to C and D? That's why we have something called a router. So to communicate, a router is needed, right? So simply write IP route add, and then we use device B here for this example. So let's say if we want C, right? If we want device C to be routed to device B, simply write IP route add, and then IP address via the device B is our IP address, and then other way around, and the other way around, right? You can check the routing table using just the route command, and it will show you what is connected to what. Very useful. And I've made a summary into a table over here, such as IP link, IP address add, route, and IP route add. So that was switching and network. That was networking basics with switches, assigning IP address, and then router. So thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.